So hey guys, for this week, I'll be doing a review. Okay, so with this week, I will be doing a review of how do you talk to people, you making conversations, and how to make friends. Okay, I'm doing a review of that. So let's just remember the other week. I just remembered the other week I talked about how do you talk to people, you making conversations, how to make friends. But today I'm doing a review of that. Okay? Today I will be doing a review of that. Okay? That's today. So, talk about that now. Gonna talk about that now. So, you want to make conversations to people, right? You don't just talk silly, right? You don't just talk silly to people, right? So let's say when I was in the morning, you say good morning, right? When people say good morning, you say good morning to them. Not just saying hi, it's good morning, right? Yes. You're being polite to other people around you, right? It's a funny way to talk to people. It's a funny way to talk to people. You have to ask questions to other people, not just asking silly questions, right? Yeah. Oh, and you know that people will repeat themselves, right? By saying, what? And huh? You don't say that, right? That's how people repeat themselves, right? Oh, today's my mom's birthday. Today is my mom's birthday today. So this week is my mom's birthday week. Okay? Oh, to a shout out to one of my teachers from when I was in school. So one of my teachers from when I was in high school at Huron Heights. I pronounce the school name. Huron Heights. And one of my teachers from Huron Heights. Huron Heights. And her name is, one of my teachers from high school was Miss Chia. Miss Chia. So she has a birthday on the 16th of September. So happy birthday. Oh, and one of my friends from when I was in high school at Huron Heights, his name was George. So my friend George, he has a birthday on September the 25th. The 25th of September. So happy birthday. You're gonna be 17, right? Yep. So happy 17th birthday. So anyways, back to this week's. you, or you have to talk more to people. You talk more, okay? Not just quiet all of a sudden. You talk more, right? So when I go to the college, when I go to the college, and when I am at my college, so at the college, I go to my grandma's friends. I go to my grandma's friends' college. And when I get there, when I first get there, I have a beer, right? I have a beer to drink. Beer, beer, drink, beer. And one of my friends, one of my grandma's friends, college friends, when I get there and they say hi to me, and I say hi them back. They say hi, Adam, and then I say hi. I say hi them back, right? They say hi, and then I say hi. Hello, and how are you doing? And then I say, oh, I'm good, how are you? And they say, oh, not too bad. And then I take a sip, and then I take a sip of my beer, and then unfortunately I'm quiet all of a sudden. You don't do that. Can you talk more than that? Yeah. I'm very shy with people at my college. You don't act shy, right? Can you just talk? Get into the conversation? Yeah. Trying to figure out what you're talking about, right? Maybe talk about the Queen and stuff like that. Or what's going on with John Henley, right? Yeah. And then my grandma's like, oh, I'm not talking to him. Oh, no. My grandma, they had a fight, so anyways, back to this week's. You get into conversations, right? Oh, and you have to mind your own business. Okay? You have to mind your own business. When teachers is talking to the other teachers and you join in the teacher's conversation, mind your own business, right? And then your teachers has to put that on your report card because you get into the teacher's conversation. Can you just mind your own business? Yeah. Oh, I'm an artist. I draw this guy, Pikachu. Yeah. Hey. Or I'll do like a mix from what does it mean to lazy week. So at a casino, you are at the casino, and you are at the casino, and if you want a drink, if you are thirsty, so you are at the casino, right? You are at the casino, the place you go gambling, right? It's called casino, and you are gambling, right? On one of those machines. And if you are thirsty, get a drink, right? And you let your grandma get a drink for you? That's lazy. Can you do it yourself? Yeah. You know what to do. If you are thirsty, get a drink yourself. Yeah, that's lazy. Right? So anyways, back to this week's. You have to make friends. So if you see a new friend, if you see a new student, like a new grade 9 student in your classroom, and you don't talk to him at lunch, that's rude. Very rude. You talk to the new student at lunch, right? You say, "Hi, nice to meet you. Let's shake hands." Right? No, you don't shake hands. COVID, right? You get the elbow, right? Yeah. That's rude. And you don't talk to him at lunch? That's rude. And your new student, you made a new friend in your classroom. A new grade 9 student. And he's on your bus, let's say in the mornings or the afternoons. He's on your bus in the mornings. And when he says good morning to you and you ignore him, that's rude. Can you say good morning? Yeah. Not just saying hi, it's good morning, right? Oh, and you don't be so silly. You say, oh, good morning, bus driver. Use the names. Like, you don't say like this. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, friends. That's talking silly. Right? You. Oh, you are at the KW Hub. You are at the KW Hub at Ottawa. And your summer coaches is talking to you and you ignore them. That's very rude. And they have to repeat, and then you have to put that on your report. Come on. I got my final report from a summer coach from the KWR. Yeah. And on my report, it says I don't walk with purpose. You walk with purpose. Right? You walk with purpose to warrior work samples, right? Yeah. You know, I don't want to work simply. You walk with purpose, but you do it faster. Yeah. When your parents come to get you, right? Yeah. Or your grandma, right? And say, you're late. Now it's 2:10, right? And then your grandma's like, what's the matter with you? You late. It's good out of two, right? Yeah. Well, that's my grandma. My my grandma my grandma says that all the time to me. What's the matter with you? Well, listen, right? You have to listen. Listen the first time, right? Wash your hands. You don't listen. Do it. You touch something, you wash your hands, right? And you ignore, and then you ignore your grandma. That's rude. Oh, I will be not doing next week's, but I'll doing the following week. Okay? Well, maybe we have to see. Well, I'm not sure about doing this week. No, next week's. But next week I'm going to talk about something different. Right? But next week I'm doing a movie review, but this time a Christmas movie review. But I know it's not Christmas, but I should talk about that in Christmas, right? And it's Home Alone. Home Alone, the first Home Alone. Yep, 1990 film. Okay. The new Christmas movie review of that, but that's in Christmas, the first week of December. Yeah. So, anyways, back to this week's. You have to make conversations to people, right? So, when that was Easter, when people say have a happy Easter, you say have a happy Easter too, right? It's not being polite to other people, right? Whenever it isn't Christmas, when people say have a Merry Christmas, you say them back too, right? Because we're being polite to other people. But you don't say humbug. It's rude. It's like you don't care about other people. You will get another call from Santa if you say humbug. Yes. And you should never give people the middle finger. You should never do that. Right? You should never flip the bird. Never. That's rude. It's like in a restaurant too. In a restaurant, so restaurant people, and well, some restaurants don't listen. And then you give them the middle finger. It's rude. Some restaurants don't listen, and you give them the middle finger. It's rude. And first of all, you don't swear on the machine to the customer. No, not to the customer. The employer. The people who works in the restaurants at McDonald's or Harvey's. You don't swear. Say. You don't do that. It's rude, and the people in the restaurants can hear you. That's not nice. And then you swear to yourself. You swear to yourself and say, I ask no people. No. I ask for no pickles on my burgers. If you don't like pickles on your burgers, you take them out. Just take the pickle out of a burger. You don't just spit it out. Well, I do that when I was in high school. Yeah, I was rude. You see, when I was in high school, and I was in a special ed classroom. Yes, I was. When I was in high school at Huron Heights, we always, so this is from the past, this when I was in my teens, so maybe it's like around 2017. So I was 17, and we always go out to eat, right? We always go out to eat. We went to Harvey's, and I had a pickle in my burger, so I spit it out. I took a bite, spit it out. You don't do that. You don't. It's rude. Just spit it out on a napkin, right? Just get a burger without the pickles. Right? Yeah. Come on. Back to speak. You have to make conversations on what are you talking about, right? You don't just talk to yourself, right? So at school, at lunch, so at school, at lunch, and you talk to yourself. You don't. Just talk to friends, not just yourself. You don't self-talk. Right? Come on. It's like you are waiting. You go on a city bus. You are going on a city bus with your summer coaches from the KW Hub Ottawa, and you are waiting for the city bus, right, to come, right? And you talk to yourself. and your summer courses is saying to you, who are you talking to? Right? You're talking to me or talking to you? Oh, it's very rude. So when you get off, when you got off the city bus, you don't say fuck you. You don't. It's rude. You say thank you. You say thank you to the bus driver on a city bus when the bus comes to the bus stop. And when you get off the bus, when you get off of the city bus, and you don't say thank you, but you say fuck you, that's rude. You say thank you, right? Thank you. Can you be polite? Yeah, it's very rude. You don't say fuck you and then leave. You can say thank you. Yeah. You say thank you and then you leave. That's rude. That's how you get into a fight with other people. Strangers. Strange danger. Listen, I have way too many followers on Instagram. Yeah, my mom does not like it. But my dad, oh my god, he's laughing like crazy. You don't. You say thank you, right? So, oh yeah, today's Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday, and the yarn in the restless day today. Yes, because today's Wednesday, right? Yes, you watch Line Weeks, right? You don't keep saying you know when, right? 12:30, right? Yeah. And 4:30, right? Yeah. And you be quiet, right? Be quiet, right? Because I'm watching it, right? Yeah. Oh, you want to be talkative, right? And you have to be on topic. What are you talking about? Let's say for the young wrestlers, and you talk about something else. Come on. So let's say the young and the wrestlers. Let's say so your grandma. So Don't say your grandma. Your grandma is talking to you on your phone, and as you're talking about the Young and Restless, and you were talking about what's happening on the Young and Restless at 12:30 to 1:30, and you get off topic and you talk about 4:30 to 5:30. Let's get enough topic, right? Yeah. And then you're talking about what happened yesterday. You don't. Just think about today. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. You talk about what happened on the Young and Restless yesterday. Just yesterday's, right? Today's brand new. It's in the weeks, right? But it's something new every week. Something new next week. Starting on Monday, right? Yeah. Something new. Because on the end of the Young and Restless, they say next on the Young and Restless. But that's next week, right? Or tomorrow. Like what's happening tomorrow, right? Yeah. Tomorrow is Thursday. But you don't say this to yourself. You don't say this to yourself, oh, I wish it was Friday. You don't say that to yourself. And then your grandma's like, why are you talking about what's happening in the weekends? Yeah. But if you say this, to your tone, you say this in his tone. It's closer to the weekend. That sounds like you're complaining. Like, I know today's Wednesday, but it's closer to the weekend, right? Yeah. So Wednesday is hump day. Jump back to the week. Right? You don't be off topic. Right? And to be focused. Watch what you're saying. Right? And watch. You have to think. Can you think in your head? Can you... So listen to this. You think before you say something. And think before you do something, right? Like, oh, should I do this? This hesitate, right? Hesitate. Like, oh, should I be quiet because I'm watching the Young and Restless today? Well, yes. You're not trying to figure out what they're saying, right? You have to try. You try to figure out what they're saying on the Young and Restless, right? Yeah. You know what I don't like? Do you know what I don't like about the Young Wrestlers? The fights. Yeah, I don't like the fights on the Young Wrestlers. I don't. I just like the talking part. Yeah. You, and you don't complain to your parents. Your parents will shut up, right? To you. So yesterday I went to my grandma's. No, before I went to my aunt's. Before going to my grandma's yesterday. And my aunt, she was complaining, and my grandma's. So my aunt name is Tammy, TAMIEE, Tam. So my aunt Tam, she complains a lot, and when my grandma goes, when my grandma goes to my aunt's, she always complaining. So this is what happened yesterday. My grandma, my aunt, she was complaining, and my grandma got really mad at my aunt, and she said, "Shut up, Tammy! Shut up, Tammy!" Because she's mad because of Tam, right? Because my aunt, because she complains a lot. When my grandma goes over there every day, she complains every day. So my grandma is a mom to my aunt. And my aunt says in this tone, "Mom," that's complaining, right? And then my aunt says, "Mom," as my grandma says, and my grandma says in this tone, "What? What?" This, no, she says in this tone, "What now?" Oh, and I do that. I do that all the time. I say, when my dad is coming downstairs, I say this to myself, "Oh, what now? It's rude." You don't say that. You don't say that to yourself. what now? It's rude. Because, let's say we're making lunch. Let's say at 11:45. That's 11:45. And then he's making lunch at that time. And then you say, what now? To yourself. It's rude. Very rude. And then when your grandma comes to your house because you go for a visit at your grandma's, and you say, what now? It's rude. Let's say at 1 o'clock. It's rude. And you say, what now? It's rude. Very rude. You don't just talk to yourself. You talk to people, right? And talk more. You talk more to people, right? You say, what's new? And you say, nothing much. That's same old. Okay? You don't say, no much. You say, stuff. Like, what did you do today? They say, stuff. You say more than that. You say, oh, I just practiced my guitar. So this morning I practiced my guitar. And then after I practiced my guitar, I watched a movie. And then after, when I watch a movie, I look at pictures from the past. Oh, this is how you talk to people? Yeah. Oh, after, when I look at pictures from the past, I listen to my music on my phone. So this is how you talk to people nice. You talk to people nice. You don't just talk rude. You say more than that, right? Like, oh, I'm doing step drying. Oh, after that, I'm gonna have a lunch soon. Like, oh, what are you going to have for lunch? Like, let's say, grilled cheese. You talk about grilled cheese for lunch, right? Can you say more than that? Yeah. But you don't talk like this. You don't talk quiet. Speak up. Right? Speak up. Because people cannot hear you. Oh, it's rude. It's very rude. So, if you see an older lady, if you see an older, if you see an older lady, and she is really bad. If you see an older lady, and she has problems with her hearing. And you are talking to this older lady, and she has problems hearing. And she cannot hear you, and she goes up to you, and you yell at her, and you screaming. That's rude. Can you speak up a little bit? Can you speak up a little bit, not just yelling? Yes, it's rude. You don't yell. You don't yell in someone's ear. That's rude. I did that when I was 9. Yeah, to my dad. It's not nice. It's rude. And then apparently I tooted and fought. On my dad's face. So we were on the floor. So this is one. This is when I was in my teens. So I had a knee injury. Yes, I have a knee injury. Sad. I have a knee injury. So I think I was 8, so 18 or 19. 18 or 19. And so I was 19. This is when I get home from school and I'm supposed to be exercising my knee. So my dad was on the floor and I was on the floor too. It was this room right here, which is now in this room, and my dad puts my knee on my dad's chest. And his this leg right here. And I had a knee injury. So my dad puts my bad leg on my dad's chest. And then apparently I chewed and fought. It's rude. And then my dad had to smell it. Gross. And then I did it again at night. Yes. You don't do that. And then my dad punched me because I chewed and fought in his face. You don't do that. It's rude. Very rude. And I kung fu too. Oh, before COVID came, so I do martial artist. Yes, I do. I do martial artist in person. That's kung fu, right? Kung fu. And my club is at Kitchener Kicks. Kitchener Kicks on Charles Street. This is from the past. It was 2017, and I was 17. And I kind of feel we were doing stretches. No, yes. We were doing drills with partners. And I chewed and fought. That's disgusting. I always do that kung fu. I chewed and fought. Ew! Gross! I've been doing drills with partners. Ew! Gross! And I do that on Zoom too. Gross! Ew! Oh, I do two styles of martial artists. Yes, I do. Silat. No, the other one is Silat. And I chewed and fought at this Silat class. It's rude! You talk to people. You don't just talk silly to people. Oh, strangers. You don't talk to strangers that you don't know. Right? You don't go up to this random guy and you talk to him. You don't. It's strangers. Like, hey, I know you. You don't say this to this random guy. And you go up to this random guy and you say, oh, I know you. You cut my hair the other day. He does not know that. And then he said, oh, do I cut your hair? Yeah. You don't go up to a stranger and you say, oh, you cut my hair the other day? You don't do that. You don't. Or you don't do that too when you're out and about. You don't go like this. Silly. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention on what is my favorite. I forgot to mention on what is my favorite movies week, and I forgot to mention I really like this movie. It's called The Goonies. The Goonies. The Goonies. I love this movie. It's called The Goonies. Okay, I forgot to mention that on my week. And Night Museum. And Aliens in the Attic. Okay, yeah, those movies. Okay, got to mention that on that week. So anyway, back to the speaks. You talk. You start making conversations with people. Or if you have a birthday, in Christmas, or if you have a birthday in Christmas, so have a happy birthday if those people have a happy birthday in Christmas. So happy birthday. Oh, listen to this. On February when is Valentine's Day? Oh, on Valentine's Day, Madison Iceman, she has a birthday on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So happy birthday. Yeah, happy earliest birthday. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if I don't see you next week, if I don't see you next week, I will be talking about me. Okay, talking about me, okay? So that's next week. Next week I'll be talking about me, talking about myself. Okay? So as just for example, I'm nice. Okay, like how do I describe me? Okay? Just for example, I'm nice. And I'm caring. Yeah. Just for example. Okay, but that's why next week's. Okay, if I don't see you. Okay? But I will be back on the following week. Okay? Yes. You talk to people more. Then you don't just be quiet. All of a sudden, you talk more. Right? You not just have a sip of your beer and then be quiet all of a sudden. Just talk. Talk. Just talk while you're having your beer, right? Yeah. It's like at a wedding and you don't talk to people at the wedding, it's rude. That means you're shy. You're not shy at a wedding. You know these people, right? Yeah. And you dance with other people too. You dance with people that you at a wedding. At a wedding, you dance with people that you know, and you dance with other people that you don't know, right? Yeah, at a wedding, right? Because that's being polite, right? Or it's rude. So let's say at a wedding, and you dance with people that you know, like family, and you don't dance with other people that you don't know. That's rude. Very rude. You dance with other people that you don't know, too, right? At a wedding. It's rude. Can you dance? Can you dance with other people that you don't know at a wedding? Yeah. Maybe those people that you don't know, they like the songs, so they want you to dance with them. Yeah. You don't just you don't just sit there or stand there. You dance. Woo hoo hoo. Dance like this. Woo. Yeah. Oh, at a dance at so you are at the wedding. So yes, you are at the wedding, and then the dance party at the end at the wedding, and you talk to people that you don't know, and they made a speech, right? They made a speech before the dance party, and you don't, and you say, "Oh, I don't like your speech." It's rude. Can you like the speeches? Yeah. Can you say, "Oh, you did"? Can you say, "Oh, you did a very good job on your speech. You talk so nice on the microphone." Yeah. This speech not being polite. So rude, right? Yeah. And you don't hide your face. It's rude. Right? Okay? You don't hide your face. You don't. Oh, you don't do this. Rude. You just go hiding your face. And you don't cheat. You don't cheat at one of your classes on Zoom. Let's say if you exercise. If you do exercise class, if you do a workout class. So let's say we're going like this. Like this. And you're supposed to be doing, right? Can you see you? Can I see my elbows? You look. This is what's called cheating. In one of your classes on Zoom. In your exercise class. If you do a workout class. You're supposed to be you're doing crunchies. You put your elbows on the floor. This is and you do this, right? This is cheating. You don't go like this. That's cheating. Just do this. But you don't make silly faces. You do go like this. This silly. Just do this. That's cheating. You don't cheat. Okay, this is what's called cheating. You don't cheat. Okay? This is cheating. You don't take shortcuts. That's cheating, right? Let's say a camping. You are at camping, right? And you're going for a hike. And you take shortcuts, and then you go back into a car. That's cheating. Okay, you don't cheat. It's like at school. At school, if you are in a special ed classroom, something you're doing your reading program. You don't just flip pages. That's cheating, right? You don't just flip pages and do it, and then you flip another page and you do it. And you don't do it on the other page, and you flip other pages and you do it other pages. That's cheating. You don't cheat. Oh, that's what's called cheating. Let's say you're doing your spelling test. At school, if you are in a special ed classroom, and you do your reading program, right? You do your reading program. And in your reading program, you're supposed to do a spelling test. Spelling test. Your teacher will cover the words, right? Your teacher will cover the words. Your teacher puts their arm on the words so you don't see it. And they have to say a word. They have to say a word that you can spell. And this is what's called cheating. You don't take your teacher's hand. That's not nice. You don't take your teacher's hand away and see the word. That's cheating. Okay, that's cheating. You don't cheat. They'll yell at you, right? They get mad at you. And then you have to write the word 3 times. Do it. Or you do your spelling test first, and then you write the word 3 times, right? Yeah. On another page. And the other page is circle the phrase. Right? Or underline the picture. That's the other page, right? Yeah. You know what to do. Don't cheat. and you don't cheat at a grading. So you do martial artist. You do martial artist in person, and you're supposed to be doing the grading, and at the grading, and you cheat. You are cheating at the grading. You don't. That's how you get push-ups, right? So let's say at the grading, you're supposed to be running around the gym. You're supposed to be running around, right? And let's say you're running around, right? And when you get to the hardware floor, you see a white line on the hardware floor, and you're supposed to be sprinting. You're supposed to be sprinting on the hardware floor, right? And you're running around, right? At the grading. And this is cheating. This is cheating. You go around, right? You're running around at the grading. You are running around the gym, right? And when you see a white line on the hardware floor, and you sprint, right? You are sprinting on the hardware floor, and then you go back in line, and put your and then you go back in line, and you got your hands tabled. That's cheating, right? Yeah. And then yeah, that's cheating. You don't do that. You don't just go. You don't just go back in line, and you don't just go back in line and jump with your hands waiting for another direction. You don't. That's cheating. It's like kamikazes, right? You don't cheat in kamikazes, right? So this week is how do you talk to people? You talk to people nice. You don't just talk to people rude. This is rude. You don't say this on the city bus. So when you get off the city bus, you don't say fuck you. You say thank you. When you get off the city bus, you say thank you. Not just saying fuck you is thank you. It's rude. Can you say thank you to the bus driver? Yeah. Rude. But you don't go, oh, thank you. That's silly. So, let's say one of your work samplings. Add one of your work sampling. They will show you once, and then you do it, right? And your work sampling. And they see you working slowly. They see you taking your time working at one of your work samplings. Can you do it faster? Yeah. The time is running out, right? Do things purpose. Oh,